You ready for this?
Tripping.
Damn it, the door's locked.
Data is excellent. This could be the most disappointing test yet.
Group up for healing.
Disappointment could be a variable in the efficacy of the virus. Fear can blind you. How could the virus be compatible with such slow specimens? I hope your friends have more interesting deaths than you. Just as I calculated.
How's it going, guys? So what you just saw is how most matches go whenever you play as Alex. So I updated my build with the new August update, and I just added the T-Phobos skill for Alex because that one, it increases the damage that survivors take every time they get infection. And I mean, I tested it in practice, and it literally makes your mines do double damage when they're infected. It is so good. It's such a good skill for Alex. I did update the build, and most matches go really quick, but I thought that doing a bunch of short, quick videos wouldn't do any justice. So what I did, I actually decided to go ahead and show 3 really tough ones, really tough matches. My build is more or less the same as it's always been with the Queen Alex build. The only difference is that I added the infection canister to increase infection, and I have inductor 2 because that stacks with the Lucas special. And I removed the trap mod and replaced it with an electromagnetic shield because the shield allows you to play terminal disruption Alex with the traps. You can win just fine without the shield, but you know, the shield is pretty much it's good to have on Alex because good teams are going to shoot your cameras. And this is actually the only match I have where I use the shield. But this is another quick match. I'm only having this just to have a demonstration of the build. So I'll go ahead and give you some commentary this time around. This team was actually kind of fun to go up against because they kept using the emojis. It wasn't just that it was an all-girl team, it was just they kept using all the emojis, everything. It was funny. So just in case you missed the equipment, because I did go through that kind of quick, it is the Lucas special because that allows the traps to arm faster and it gives you energy leech. It is the inductor 2 because that stacks with the Lucas special, so your traps arm very quickly. The EIS 3 that stacks with the Red Queen mod so that you can detonate traps very quickly. And then it's the infection canister 2 to buff infection.
My whole life has been
what
a
I do
prelude
here,
to the knowledge
I
that
actually
I
did
gained
include
today.
the detonators in my preset. And the reason why is because I do not always start with the Red Queen. So I try to include, at least in Area 1s, I try to include a detonator and mines in my preset so that I'll actually be able to get a hit in early with the mines. And this trick works very well. It can actually down a survivor right out of the door. If they barge in and you time it right, you can do that. But you see that Jill tried to run back, so she survived it. But that trick does work very well. And it's good to have because you see how I just now got Red Queen. You don't always have Red Queen when you start, so you can't detonate the traps quick enough. And the mines that you put at the beginning, they're not going to work.
Bliss of
Now, I do control zombies a lot when I play
the soaring
Alex.
ecstasy, shedding the living.
I mainly only use the creatures to get the infection going. That buffs the amount of damage they take. And yeah. I don't even know why I used the shield there. I just kind of did it.
I can handle this.
But you see, it also shows me what kind of team that I'm going to be up against. Cause they are prepared to shoot cameras, and now they know that I have a shield. I find that whenever a team knows that you do have the shield, they're a little more conservative about shooting your cameras. And they don't want to waste ammo on it unless they absolutely have to destroy the camera. At least that's one of the things that I've noticed from matches where I use the shield and matches where I don't.
How many locks they got here?
They do notice when you use a shield, and they're more careful about shooting your traps. Whereas if you do not have a shield in your deck, they pick up on that as well, and they shoot every friggin' camera that they come across.
With this strength, your fate is
And
sealed.
this is kind of one of the things that's going on right now. One of the problems is they just friggin' stun lock you with the shotgun, and there's nothing you can do with controlling zombies.
Whoa. Hey, you can do that again.
How Neobards did not nerf the shotguns yet, I have no idea. Luckily, Alex is a
Disappointment
trap
could be a
mastermind and
variable
not
in
a
the
creature
efficacy of the
one,
virus.
so she can win even with them stun locking
Hold on.
every
Wait.
single zombie that you try to take control.
It'll take more than that to stop me. The master of unlocking.
There's a teleport trap to block them from even getting that key.
I will crush you.
And there we go again. Tried controlling a zombie, nothing I could do. Like, you could tell whenever teams are sticking together and they're coordinated like that, they actually are a good team. This is not just, I don't believe that this is just a group of randoms running around.
That is not good. Oh
Just in case they try to run past it, I
will
put down
hunt and
like whole
destroy
trap,
you.
just like that Becca
surprised
did. She
it
tried
took
to
you
run
that long
past
to
it.
find.
She got caught, and now the Ivy's gone. And now I can get Jan. And I believe that Becca does go down right there.
no! No more ammo.
And I win thanks to the toxic
See what
boosting
science
how
can
fast
give
I
us.
can spawn
Why
up
do you
wins.
still
It
resist
gave me an
me?
Area 1 win against a team that was acting very coordinated and was playing
A minor
very well
spike in
together.
activity in the
I
locus
still managed to
ceruleus.
pull off a win.
Otherwise, nothing interesting.
Actually, no, I'm wrong. I think they did. Yes,
You'll
this
never
team
escape
did
like
make it
this.
to Area 2, but they didn't make it to Area 2. They made it, but barely.
Now that you're warmed up, let's really
I
test
think at this point they realize, okay, this is gonna be a tough one.
I had no expectation of you surviving even this long. Your fortune will not last.
Personally, I think you should be able to choose where your spawns in your preset, because
Kill or be
depending
killed.
on the map, where your spawns can make or lose entire matches. And it's the same thing with the biocores. Like, the sequence of the biocores can literally win or lose entire matches. So it is important to be able to do that. And you see, that's the reason, because the inductors allow you to do what I just did. They allow you to just completely put down a trap and keep them in place. You can totally stun them. The traps arm so quickly. And you can also do the trick I do right here, where Becca tries to open the door and she can't do it. I hit her with the trap. And the traps just
Will you
take off
even
time.
reach the
Like,
final
whenever you're going up
conflict,
against
or
this
wilt
build,
here?
it's not a creature spam, it's not even a trap spam. They don't have very many opportunities to get time. And that's one of the things that makes Alex so difficult. She is a complete and utter time stealer. And that was one match down.
Name, but my research is incomplete.
And now coming up are the 3 tough ones. The 3 matches where the teams actually did very, very well against me. And I believe that that is going to do a better job of showcasing the build and showcasing a good way to play Alex.
What curious seeds of knowledge will grow from our time together? Your freedom will not be so easy to earn.
The airburst trap is so good to put behind a door, because you can straight up blow them out of a room, lock the door, and then they have to go through it again. If you manage to put down 2 airburst traps, you can literally do that twice in a row to people. Just catch them at the door, and then it feeds you bioenergy the entire time. Now, what I do, not on every area of every map, but in a lot of maps, I put down.
I'm surprised it took you that long to find.
Lockdown traps for my presets. That way, I can lock all the doors, because having locked doors is so good with Alex. I find that Alex. Doorways are literal death points for her.
A key to open the path to further danger.
Yeah, and this is a good team because those 2 are acting pretty coordinated. I do believe that I get one of them right here though.
I'll get through this.
Because of that infection boost, I was able to do that. And I can use that trap to just completely lock them down, to just keep Jan from reviving me, from reviving Becca. And Alex is really good at just locking down a character too.
The bliss of murder, the relief.
And I did make a mistake there too. I detonated the trap too early. If I had waited, maybe I could have used it. Maybe Jan would have spotted it. Maybe she wouldn't have. Who knows? But I could have actually used it against her. So the only one that's really struggling at this point is the Becca character, because she's just so infected and she already got down. But other than that, this team is doing very well, and that's why I wanted to show this match, because having a good build doesn't really do any justice if it's nothing but showing a bunch of teams that you just stomp the crap out of.
Up this shit again.
Again, with the inductors, I'm able to detonate the traps that quick. It didn't land, but I was able to do it.
You think you're clever. I'll have this back online in moments.
See, if I would have had the shield equipped for that one, I could have stopped Jan from doing that. But the air trap still went off regardless, thanks to the inductor. I believe at the time I was using a more economic build, so I was double stacking the -1 traps. So I was having so many traps cost 1. Every trap costed 1 except for the high explosive. But I find that when I only use 1, it allows me to get the teleport trap out even faster, which is still useful. And the teleport trap, you gotta place it, you gotta use it smart. You can't just throw it in there and place it.
Yep, that's locked.
We've been growing something special for moments just such as these. Enjoy.
Saw that 30 seconds that went off? They ran into those triple mines I put down in the other room. That's why it went off. And I don't think they're gonna open the door. But again, that's another example of why a shield is good for Alex, because I could have detonated that trap and got both of them.
Feeling better?
See, I actually mistimed that one because one of the tricks that you can do with Alex, with Yataveo, is if you use Devour, and Devour is active and it's swinging its tentacles as they try to ram open a door, you will grab them instantly when they open the door, and there's just nothing they can do.
The bliss of murder.
So even though they're stun locking my creatures, it doesn't matter because I'm still getting a lot of infection in.
Ooh. Not this shit again. Checking. Darn it, this is locked.
And by that point, I'm just waiting. They're either going to run into the teleport trap or they're going to run into the airburst trap. But one way or another, when they get in that room, they're going to hit a trap. So I got 3 doors now that are just waiting for them. Waiting for someone to barge through. Jan's gone.
They will tear the flesh from your
Now
bones.
I can get Becca out. See, again, this team was playing really good. They knew what I was doing. They were barging open the doors and they were just immediately running away because they kind of they figured it out. They were like, yeah, he's easy. This guy's a high Alex. He knows how to use the traps. We gotta be careful around doors. They were being cautious, and that's the reason why they made it as far as they did.
Take the key. I have other challenges for you.
I don't know what would happen.
Fear can blind you.
See, right there, what I'm just doing to that Tyrone, it's another reason why I ended up removing the trap mod and replaced it with a shield, because on situations like that, you can literally play Terminal Disruption, Alex, and you can just hold them at a terminal and take off a bunch of time.
You have the honor of being the first to witness the fruition of a new research project.
Yeah, and that was a very smart thing they did. They're not even going to waste time with the plant, they're just going to run. So I basically wasted it. That's good. There is a match later where a team did not do that. They actually tried to fight their way through the room after I dropped the plant. And the good thing about the plant is that it is awesome in tight spaces like that. And you're gonna see how that other team,
but it won't save
and
you.
it's the same room too, same room, same map. And that other team,
With this strength,
they
your
ran in
fate
there with
is
the plant,
sealed.
and it literally cost them the game. That's how much damage I did with it. Alex is so good at just completely locking down a room.
That is unexpected.
I get the teleport trap ready because they have to go in there. And now the guy with the key is not in the room, so there's basically nothing they can do. They can't progress it, and I'm just able to get infection spreading, just rack up a ton of time.
Destroying your hope is part of the test.
I don't like being watched.
There should be a pile of you by now.
even though this team has been having a very difficult time with time throughout this entire match, because I'm able to just take it so much away so quickly, they're still pushing through. They're still going to Area 3. They're doing very well.
Witness our latest bioweapon. That is not what I expected.
Happy.
You are only irritating me. You cannot stop me.
Like, you can't, obviously you can down them with the traps, but that's not really the point. The point is to just eat away their time. You keep eating away their time with the traps.
For the same purpose.
In some situations, time can be better than damage.
This is hopeless. Give up.
See, and again, this team's doing very well. Had 4 minutes on me. That Becca was shooting the camera. Jan's doing her job. She's taking out my cameras. They're just doing very well. They probably thought they were gonna win this match. To be perfectly honest, they had a good chance at winning the match too. It's amazing how effective the traps are on the stairs.
See what science can give us. Why do you still resist me?
Yeah, I was experiencing that tentacle bug at the moment where you wouldn't know this unless you play Alex a lot, but they've been having this issue with the game ever since September.
This data is intriguing.
Ever since the August update, they've been having this issue where the constricting vine attack just doesn't work. And I believe that's what happened to me when I first... That slime shot also needs improvement with the aim. Because, like, you can literally hit people with it, or you aim right at them, and somehow it still does not connect. It still does not slime.
That's not what I expected.
Teleport trap proved useful right there, because I got all 3 of them out of the way. Killed a bunch of time, now they're forced to have to run back. If Jan would have swarmed in there too, for all of them to try to take it out, I could have literally teleported the whole team, then they would have had to run the entire way back, and that would have really put them in a bad spot. See, even though she tried to run away, the trap still got her. High explosive has such a huge range. And my creatures are just so ineffective right there, because every creature I try jumping in just keeps getting stun locked with the freaking shotgun. And there's not much I can do.
Give up this idiotic plan. We've been growing something special.
That is the reason why you need to use the toxic variation for the plant. Because you just get, by the time you get to Area 3, you can spawn that thing over and over again so quickly. Like, will they kill it? Yeah, they're gonna kill it. But they're losing, they're wasting resources trying to kill your plant, and then you'll be able to get it back quickly.
You struggled until the end.
So that was the first one. That was a good game.
Shall we run another
Good job to them. They did very well.
I will claim the power that is
See, this was
rightfully
actually
mine.
before I
And
put
your
the
suffering
detonator
will
at the
assist
start
me.
so that I could hit them. This is an older preset where I had a lockdown trap sitting right there. I ended up changing it to having mines and a detonator because I find that it lands more often. They had so many teams that just straight up did not fall for the lockdown trap through that door. This one managed to get it, so I'm happy about that.
Or more.
You cannot hurt them, only stop them.
I can handle this. I found a locked door. I'll get this down. Checking.
So quick to run away.
Son of a bitch!
Couldn't get any time off.
There's gotta be something useful here.
There's no escape for you now.
Again, dude, just straight up stun lock freaking shotguns. How anybody can defend the shotguns, I have no idea.
Fly, my pretty, fly. I will hunt and destroy you.
Let's not do that again. Let's have a closer look.
Lock engaged.
Another one? Not getting through here easy.
But you notice, as well as this team is doing, they're still having problems getting time.
A key to open
And that's a
path
continuous
to further
thing
danger.
about Alex. Like, whenever you play Alex
never
right,
intended you to
they
get
really
this. It's
don't
part of
have
the
very
test.
many opportunities to get any time on you.
How many locks they got
You
here?
can just rack up so many points against them. You can just rack up, kill so much time. That's what makes Alex tough. They can't sit there and farm time on you. They don't have many
Our
traps to
eyes
destroy
made to be torn
because I
out,
detonate them
and
so
ours
quick.
for the same purpose.
Whenever you manually barge through a door like that, it catches so many people off guard. It's crazy.
Do that again.
Does not seem optimal.
Shit! Out of my mind.
Again, why she
I'm saving my most interesting scenarios for later.
See, that's what I'm talking about, like how the aim just needs to be improved on that slime shot, because, dude, like, you saw me shoot at that Becca, and it did not catch her. Didn't stun her at all. used a tentacle attack, but it didn't work because of that bug I was talking about. Like, they have issues with the plane right now. And that's the one bioweapon that you really should not be having issues with. Like, it's already hard enough to control. You gotta use it as a roadblock. They can kill it in like 10 seconds.
This could be the most disappointing test yet.
Like, if you can't even get the tentacle attack to work, or the slime to hit the target that you're aiming at, it has problems.
Group up for healing.
And right there, it looked like I might have had an end at the... It looked like I was gonna have a win right there at the end, but I ended up not being able to do it. If I had gotten that teleport trap off in time, I might have been able to get a little... You know, they would have had certainly less time, but they managed to pull through.
I had no expectation of you surviving even this long. Your fortune will not last.
It's just all about time, man. Alex is such a time stealer. And now I'm just setting up, getting ready for when they try to come to Uric. That air burst is part of my preset, right around the corner where they're not gonna notice it. And get a mine off. I don't know how it didn't hit her, but whatever. At least I still stalled them with the air burst.
They feel no fear.
Stalled them with that air burst. Push him out of the room with that one. Drop monsters behind him. Close the door. Put down traps. And that's where the inductors come in. Because I hit that Martin from behind. Got Jill. Just bleeding their time off.
Aren't our eyes made to be torn out? And hearts for the same purpose?
Gotta find more ammo.
Kill or be killed?
See, look at that. I was in the air to pounce. Still got stunned with a freaking shotgun.
See what science can give us. Why do you still resist me?
That was another instance of the slime shot not hitting me. You can't say that I missed because I didn't. Like, oh, they were right in the reticle and still missed them.
What is this? Step on me, then they'll all be like, what? I'll get
Disappointment
That's
could
what
be
I
a
was talking
variable
about
in the
with the
efficacy
terminal
of the
disruption,
virus.
like what I was
How do you
doing.
feel?
I don't think they knew which way to go right here. They were and then they changed their mind. They go the other way.
They will tear the flesh from
It's good
bliss
for me.
of murder.
But
Relief. The soaring ecstasy of
I don't
shedding
even know
another's
how
blood.
that missed.
The bliss of murder, the relief, the soaring ecstasy of shedding another's blood.
Son of a gun!
I only put this here to give you false hope. Witness our latest bioweapon.
Thank you much. If it's here, I'll find it. Just like on the ring. I need more ammo!
That is not what I expected.
These will be stunning.
What you just saw is the reason why
This is
Yataveo
quite
gets so much
unprecedented.
complaints about being the worst bioweapon. 'Cause it's like,
this
there is
strength,
no
your
other
fate
bioweapon in
is
this
sealed.
game they're gonna sit there and kill that fast. Like, I actually think, if they're killing it like that, I think its cooldown should be drastically short to make up for it.
Let's not do that again.
The saplings reach for the sun, unaware that the fire will burn them to ashes.
As well as this team was doing, I just kind of set up a little bit of the exit just in case. Dude, like, I don't even know where that Becca is shooting me from. Like, straight up shooting me behind a wall.
I tremble in fear.
Shocking how well these work.
You have the honor of being the first to witness the fruition of a new research project.
Wonderful. Pretty sure I'll do that.
You had a chance. Stop!
Thanks to you. And then just start setting up. And if I remember correctly, they don't manage to break this.
This is your final chance.
That's game.
Burying your hope is part of the test. You struggled until the end.
Alright, so the
If you
last match
remain
is
a
coming
captive,
up.
shall we run
And
another
this is the
test?
one that I was referencing earlier where they tried to barge into the room with where I had the plant in that small tiny room, and it literally cost them the game. Like,
What
this
curious
match
seeds of
in Area
knowledge
2,
will
it
grow
shows
from
you
our
how
time
Alex
together.
can just completely lock down a room in a way that no other mastermind can do.
Your freedom will not be so easy to earn. You cannot hurt them, only stop them.
This does not seem optimal. Let's get through this fast. My arm for a skeleton key.
The bliss of murder, the relief, the soaring ecstasy of shedding another's blood.
I'm ecstatic.
Fly, my pretties, fly!
Oh, predictable.
With this strength, your fate is sealed. I'm surprised it took you that long to find. I made that one easy for you.
Healing over here!
Oh my god, I just kissed you.
Aren't our eyes made to be torn out? And hearts for the same purpose?
Gosh, thank you.
Come on, let's go!
This was only the first step.
You see how they're starting this area with 7 minutes on the clock? It will not matter because their time is going to be just
Initiating the
completely
next
gone
test
because of
phase.
that one room.
Unlike you, they feel no fear.
I'm so terrible at giving commentary in my matches. I usually just let the video speak for itself, but, you know, just setting up. Not really anything special.
There's no
It
escape
doesn't
for you
really,
now.
it really gets going whenever they try to barge into that little room theory. That just, man, you want a good demonstration of how you use Alex to just completely and totally lock down a room? That's gonna be it. That's gonna be the prime example of how that works. Remember how that last team just said nope and didn't even try?
Witness our latest
This one
viral
tries.
Why does this place have so many doors?
Give me a second.
Boom, instant grab. If you ram open a door with the plant on the other side, you will be grabbed instantly. Nothing you can do about it.
Even
You
with
do
low
not have time to
expectations,
escape it.
I am
Nothing you can do.
disappointed in you. I barely learned anything.
And then I
here.
can just relock the door and do it again. look, they fell for it again. The same exact work twice. Boom. Oh.
Thank you for
Yeah, they killed Eric, but that still cost them a lot of time.
Pack the planet.
Stay alive, my cute guinea pig, and let me study your fear here just a little
And he
longer.
did it again. Martin died the same exact way twice.
After all my efforts to get you here,
Like, this
I
is
have
one of the
learned
best
it's
strategies
not
I've
what I
ever
expected.
discovered with the plant. Just straight up, man. Just completely block a door with it. That's one of the best ways to use them. And they lose so much time right here, it's just not even funny.
The bliss of murder, the relief,
That
the
Valerie's
soaring
down.
ecstasy of shedding another's blood. You will not see your death coming. Aren't our eyes made to be torn out? And hearts the same purpose? Better than I could have done. No, see no interesting data there.
Like, nail it.
Remember how they had 7 minutes? It's gone, just like that. Because of one room.
I will hunt and destroy
This is what I'm
you.
saying, how Alex can just completely and utterly lock down a room. That was a mistake. I was actually trying to close the door. I didn't want to go out the room. But when it happened, I was like, ah, screw it. I'm just gonna
Door
run with it.
locked. Even the perfect seed cast onto stone. And so too my beautiful research was wasted in your pitiful blood.
Doing it.
Boom.
If I were
Jan
you,
saved
I would
the
hurry.
day with that
But I'm not.
EIS
You can
offline.
choose to die.
Now I got the plant ready again.
We've been
This
growing
time
something
they actually
special
did
for
run
moments
out of
just
there.
such as these.
They were like,
Enjoy.
no, we're getting out of that room. But the thing is, like, as hard of a time as they had to get in there, I can just do the same trick again whenever they come back.
This is my domain. I control where you can or can't go. Now run through this maze for me.
Oh, I love the airport track.
What is this? Stay alive, my cute guinea pig, and let me study your fear here just a little longer.
Yeah, Martin Shockwave actually did save him right there.
Hope, an infinite amount of hope, but not for you.
Remember, this team had 7 minutes on me when they started this area. Didn't mean anything, 'cause I held them back for so long in that one room.
Activated.
Kill or be killed. Hope, an infinite amount of hope.
Pretty sure
Not for you. You should all be dead by now. I want to see your fear firsthand. The saplings reach for the sun, unaware that the fire will burn them to ashes.
They did make it to Area 3, but I still say that one rum cost them the game.
What you're doing.
Okay, now the reason why I put the zombies there is the same reason why I put the mines on the elevator earlier. Because whenever you put it on the elevator, if they run right into it, they'll run right into the mines. If they don't, then they're gonna have a zombie charge. Either way, it's just all about wasting time, you know, because if you've learned anything from this, the way that I play Alex is I just waste their time. I play a very, very much a time killer Alex. That's how I play. And you can see for yourself how effective it is. And all three of these teams played very well. They were coordinated, they did a good job.
I knew you would never escape.
Yeah, they probably do play well together, and they probably win a lot of matches, but, you know, as you can see, Queen Alex beat them. So, that's the build for you. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.